These are the Tarot and Oracle forecasts for the month of December 2018. We have a look at the big energies that will be touching on most of your lives in the month of December in some way or another, or it could tell you the entire story. If you would like to order a personal or private reading, or that incredible soulmate reading, or perhaps a weekly update for your particular star sign, please go to the links in the description box below. Right, Cancer, we're going to start off with your tea leaves and your tea leaf fortune telling cards, and then move on to your relationship and tarot cards. So have a look in the picture of the teacup that I have here for you. If you see any symbols that I might not see, which I think are relevant, because for each of you, you might pick up on something that's particularly pertinent to you, and then let's see what we can make of it. Just comment in the boxes below. What I very clearly saw in this teacup, and I'm sure you can see it too, is what looks like a little fetus. You know that picture that you have, those first baby pictures you have when you have your scans? That's what shows up in this teacup. And there's a very clear arrow pointing to it as well. So this little baby, this little fetus. So there's one of two things here. Some of you are going to find quite unexpectedly that you're pregnant. But it is going to be good news, because I see a tulip in here, which means passion, which you will be probably a little overwhelmed, but in a good way by this announcement. I also see a bow, so you're highly thought of, so there's appreciation definitely for it. For others of you, it's a case of a brand new something comes into your life in a big way. A puppy, I even heard that. For some of you, you're going to be getting a puppy. The puppy's just been born in December and it's destined to be yours. Okay, and then others of you, there's some kind of new thing coming into your life. That's a very strong message coming through with this. There's two eagles in here as well, which means to overcome obstacles and troubles in your life. So it's definitely a case of something being born in December, something not being born necessarily, but being, the seed is planted and it's starting to grow in December, and it will eventually, whatever it may be, if it's a tiny little being or a tiny little pet or a tiny little project that's starting off, it's going to have huge impact in your future, but in a good way. It feels very good. Because your tea leaf cards that you got was cracked cup, wall, broom, basket, and staff. Now the cracked cup says dissatisfaction with life. So many Cancerians, if not all of you that are watching this particular reading, are feeling a bit disgruntled with something in life at the moment. Something is stirring, something doesn't feel great anymore, something is just not measuring up. The next card, the wall, says there's a misunderstanding. It might be that you had certain ideas of how things were going to turn out, and they're either taking far too long, or they just don't seem to be taking the direction you thought they would, or they just even haven't manifested at all in the way that you wanted it to be. There's just this disgruntled feeling, unsettled, disgruntled feeling I get. The broom says, however, a new home, a new attitude. The basket says recognition and reward for merit. And the staff says you'll be taken care of in difficult times. So despite this feeling, there's very, very positive outlook for the future. There's a new home, new attitude. Many of you will be moving soon. I know a Cancerian in the family that is moving in December into a brand new home within a brand new environment. Recognition, reward for effort means that whatever you've been doing, putting your attention on, focusing on, there will be reward for that. If not recognition, if it's in a career goal or goals kind of way. And if you're worrying about the future, don't worry so much. You will be taken care of in hard times or in difficult times, that staff card says. So it's a very, very nice reading. And because I see two eagles in that teacup, you will overcome the obstacles and the troubles that you have been facing. You know, those in your mind will pop up things that have been sort of really troubling you lately. You're going to be able to overcome them or start overcoming them in December. Your relationship reading is very clear in a way of what's going on. And it seems for many of you that unrequited card, let's look at that first. It says there's not enough chemistry or attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. That's the literal meaning on the card. The feelings, the messages that come with this card, the spread says that, you know, that dissatisfaction that you saw in the beginning of your reading with the dissatisfaction with life, the cracked cup card, it's spilled into your relationship life, or perhaps your relationship life is what is responsible for that feeling. It's just as if you do meet people and there's not enough spark if you're looking for a relationship. If you're in a relationship, it's just lost its spark. It's that kind of feeling at the moment. And that Four of Sea, the tarot card that comes with, look at that poor cat. The lobsters are having a dance in the background and he's just lying there feeling pretty dismal and not happy. And that card kind of says, it's not going to stay like this. For now, don't put huge effort in trying to change what is. Sometimes we just have these down periods, these quieter periods, these feeling where things are just not perky in one's relationships. And that Four of Sea card says that you're feeling like that at the beginning of December. It's just kind of like things are not great in the relationship sector. You're not meeting great people if you're looking for relationships. Your relationship is perhaps a little bit bleh at the moment. But things are changing, because after that you get the Ten of Water in that particular tarot deck, and you get the little love card from this particular oracle deck, and you get the Three of Fire from another tarot deck. So what it is here is, emotion-wise, in December, things are going to change. We saw that in your tea leaf card as well. It said new home, new attitude. And we saw the eagle in there as well, in your teacup. So there's going to be a shift in energy, a shift in attitude, a shift in feelings in December. The Ten of Water always speaks about, which is the Ten of Cups in tarot decks. It's the feeling of sort of being really happy, fulfilled, satisfied. It's feelings, okay? So it's not determined by material things, it's determined by how you feel. And in December, you're going to gravitate towards that feeling. Something's going to change. Things are going to change and end you up feeling like that. And that little love card says love is the base essence of our being, devoid of all pride and fear. So this is real love that shows up by the end of December. And that Three of Fire speaks about stepping out of the darkness into the light. So if you have, and look how the flash from the camera caught it in the corner there. There's this bright light and the cat's looking up at the light. It's as if this bright light shows up in some form or another, whether it's a person, whether it's just a change in your environment and everything. So your partnership improves, your marriage improves, your relationship improves. By the end of December, you get to see love again. That dissatisfaction will have moved off, and you'll step back into the light, lovely, wonderful part of relationships again. So you may even, some of you that are looking for a new relationship, meet somebody by the end of December that makes you feel like that again, because it's been probably a little bit of disillusionment and disappointment when new relationships are concerned in the past few months. So things are definitely looking up in the relationship sector for you guys. There's a very clear story with your tarot cards, because that Fire Kitten speaks about their new experiences coming up, very new for you, and you might feel a little bit hesitant in putting your foot out there. You might be a little worried, but this is speaking about trying new things, doing things you haven't done before, having experiences you haven't had before, and not to be fearful and then not try out the new because of fear. The Ten of Sea speaks about your family coming around you, feeling happy and satisfied because your family is around you. So a lot of you, your family will be gathering around you in the month of December. So that's very nice news. The Five of Sea says you have experienced some kind of disappointment recently, but don't let that be what determines your future or determines how you feel permanently from now on. That particular card speaks about getting up, dusting oneself off, because things will change. This is not going to last forever. The Seven of Earth says be patient because that change is coming. Whatever is going on, the change is coming. But you're going to have your family around you, and they will bolster you and support you and give you, even if it's just on an energetic level, they will give you the kind of energy that you need to get you through whatever that bump in the road was. There's not necessarily even be your blood family. It can be your friends that are like your family, or wherever you feel that feeling of support from people by just being around them. You're going to find that in December. Also be willing to allow new circumstances and situations. The circumstances especially to come into your life, because change is sometimes uncomfortable, and having to move through it and try out new things can be uncomfortable, that card says, but there's also great potential in there somewhere. So don't be too afraid to try the new things. And if you have had those disappointments, then just remember it's not the way life's not going to stay like that. It is going to be changing. And that Seven of Earth, like I said, just says, be patient about this. The change is coming. It's on the wind. It's in the wind. Just sort of wait it out. It's coming in a big way, definitely, probably in the new year, I reckon. And those circumstances that are changing, life that is changing, be prepared to sort of delve into it, to experience it. Don't just shut yourself off or be so fearful that you turn your back on it and you don't participate in whatever the changes are that are happening in your life. And rely on your family, whatever kind of family that may be to you. Their support will help you greatly through whatever changes and whatever the future is going to bring for you. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.